NieR.
I received a thank you letter from the children I used to take care of. I guess they turned out alright. Are you the teacher? Yeah, that's the teacher, because this is where the kids used to hang out. I had no idea what I was doing when I started, but now I think I have the confidence to keep performing my job. That's wonderful. You've got a quest for me.
Yeah.
Do you like flowers? Why? You want me to join a cult? NieR starts this conversation at an 80. It's like, bro, she asked you one question. Oh, no, I just enjoy flowers, but there are so few out here in the desert. My dream is to find some flower seeds and turn this desert into a beautiful garden. I'm trying to collect pink moonflower seeds. It would be great if I could get 10 of them. Life in the sands. If I can track them down, they're all yours. Really? Oh, thank you. Yeah, nothing ever seems to grow in our village, so maybe you'll have more luck. Imagine, water flowing through the river. I wish we had it so good. Between you and me, the city's about 3 seconds away from imploding. Jeez, man. That guy also started the conversation at 80. Okay, I guess we could talk to the... Oh yeah, there's people over here.
Yeah.
I'm sure his father is smiling down upon us right now.
Yeah.
Special day approaches. We must dispatch the wolves. The special day? It would appear that some sort of ceremony is due to take place soon.
Blah.
We cherish the debts owed to others, and shall never forget the great favor you have done us. Are you the murderer?
NieR.
We welcome you, O benefactor of the king. I guess he wasn't technically a murderer, but seemed like he was a murderer for a sec. Kaine's marked on the map, but we don't get to talk to her. I mean, we get to talk to her at several other times of the game, but worth noting. NPC on the map whom we cannot speak with. That man is such an idiot, he doesn't even know when he's being tricked.
Hi.
Hey, you got a mandrake leaf lying around? A mandrake leaf? Oh ho! I would never expected such a request from you. What? No worries, no worries. We're all men here after all, yes? The hell are you talking about? Whatever. Let me just get the thing and get out of here. Oh, for free? Awesome.
Hey.
Also, I need an axle and some paddleboards. Got anything like that? No, but if you bring me iron ore and logs, I could probably construct what you need. That works. How much do you need? I think 10 of each should suffice. Okay, we'll be back in a bit.
Water wheels are great, but they're a pain in the butt
Wish
to
I hadn't sold all
maintain.
those iron ores earlier.
In the past, humans harnessed different methods to provide energy.
Like what?
One of them was an invisible force called electricity, which was transmitted through thin copper wires.
Wow. What did they do with that?
Oh, a great many things.
Nothing
It could be
useful.
used to power large iron crates called trains.
These stupid
or
things
illuminate
called
whole
video
cities
games.
in the dark of night.
Well, that's stupid.
Is it now?
Who wants to move a big iron crate? And how am I supposed to sleep if it's all bright outside?
Well, I suppose if you wish to look at it that way.
Besides, my life is lots of fun already.
If more people were like you, Emil, this world might not be half bad.
I know he kind of sped run the I am content with who I am now, but post-punished Emil is quite cute.
Yeah.
I would need 10 pieces of iron ore and one... And did you say 10?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it said 1 logs. I was like, that's not accurate to the quest and also not grammatically correct. The professor doesn't know the first thing about women. I'm not going to quit over it or anything, but still. Oh, I'm not going to quit over it or anything, but still. We've discovered a giant hollow into which the quicksand flows. Apparently there's some kind of enormous structure deep under the sand.
NieR.
The masked people live for their rules, so I watch the quicksand as I always have. And as I always will. Alright, is that every... I'm really using the mini-map. Doesn't look like there's anyone down here. We'll jump down anyways, but... Oh, there's...
NieR.
Only ability man to the treasury, been saying the same thing for 5 years. The King of Facade has grown into a handsome man. You should try to get an audience. Ah, the King of Facade. Those two were kids, right? They were pretty young. If they're old, that's a weird thing to say. I recently realized that whenever I see an incident take place, it's taken care of by the time I get there. Not that I mind, but... Indeed, this location is too far removed from the rest of the city for you to be of much use. I'm not gonna do anything about that, but isn't that funny? Okay, in order to make sure I don't miss anybody, logic would decree that I go... nope, got it. Hey, now Emil can teleport and give me a seizure. Part of the gang. Cute. Implication is cute. I got caught cheating on my wife again. Why does this always happen to me? There must be a rat out there spying on me. Hey, you know what a really good way to make sure you don't get caught cheating on your wife is? Don't cheat on your fucking wife! Also, there's, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people, the implication is, like, this is a fully fledged city and there's lots of people indoors. Still feels like a small enough town that, like, how many people can you cheat on your wife with for this to keep happening? Sorry, please refer to Rule 12. Only nobility may enter the treasury. Emil actually jump scared me there. Not because he looks creepy, just because he was there when I didn't expect it. I'm busy. Big day coming up and all the food is on my shoulders. Perul. Oh hey, good to see you. What do you need? Aww. They like me. They really like me. Come back anytime.
Hey.
The professor's quicksand research is getting along well. Turns out this entire area used to be a lush green forest. Interesting. Much like Tatooine. Dude, the lore drop on Tatooine in the first KOTOR is one of the sickest lore drops in history. In case you didn't know, Tatooine used to be a, like, lush green planet, and then the Rakatans, who are, like, a plot important thing in KOTOR, thousands of years ago, glassed it, turned it to sand, and the only people who remember that it used to be that way, because they have kept up culture throughout all generations and passed down the stories of how things used to be, are the Tusken Raiders, who, before KOTOR, everyone just assumed were these mindless monsters, and the idea that, like, no, they're hostile to outsiders, but they have their own fully fledged civilization, was such a good reveal. And even though I was massively disappointed by the Boba Fett show, I love that that show also explored the idea that the Tusken Raiders are like a civilized people that just have their own culture separate from what we consider standard civilization, and that they're not just mindless savages, is really cool. I think that's a really awesome detail of Star Wars world building that I'm glad is being at least slightly kept in the new canon. I think that's cool. I continue to watch the quicksand, but I'm still worried about my future. I won't have one if I only ever do this. Welcome, benefactor. Excuse me, are you looking for work right now? Maybe. What kind of work? The rules state that we must make a ceremonial mask for our king. I need help collecting materials. I can do that. Thank you. I will need two things from you. One is titanium alloy, which can be found in the junk heap. The other is a crystal, which is a special type of ore. I will need one of each item. Really a lot of gathering materials quests in this act of the game. Rules define every aspect of daily life here. Okay, yeah, that's... Considering you were like an actual character in Act 1, I really expected the 5-year gap to have something more interesting than, here's the defining feature of our town, which you learned about when you first came here and have now spent several hours in.
Hey.
Our king has grown to a splendid young man.
Ah.
Oh, what a happy day. Is it today? You say happy day like the thing's happening today.
No.
As per rule... Oh, hello. You need some food? I love that they recognize me. I think that's so wonderful. Sorry, I don't have much. Don't worry. You good.
Yeah.
The food and water shortages just keep getting worse. I wish I could throw myself into the sand, but the rules forbid it. Life is like sand. It moves and changes, and yet nothing is really different. That's actually a pretty good sand metaphor. I feel like whenever somebody says life is like blank, it's like now it's time for freshman film students' take on life. But that one was not bad. I like that one. Short, sweet, to the point, and made sense. Only to be able to manage the treasury. Not investigating one over there, am I? I don't think so. First the wolves and now shades. I can't believe it. Of course, there's lots of cute boys in this city, but there's only one king. I'm sure the masks contain subtle differences, but I do not know how to spot them. Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess the king before now has actually been the only one where you could see his face, but in general, like... Yeah, clearly the people of this town... Look, clearly the people of this town fuck. Like, these guys fuck. That's been heavily established in an almost weird way, how often these guys are fucking. So presumably, like, yeah, they have taste. It's not just a matter of, well, we all look the same, so we are all one. And it was like, no, they still have preferences the same as anyone else. And as Weiss pointed out, I'm curious how you determine type. I guess you can only see each other's feet, so maybe that's, in this village, a very important fixation in order to tell who you like and who you don't. But I don't know, I just think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
We need to hurry our preparations along, too. Things are going to get busy fast.
Yeah.
The guards are hunting wolves and shades in preparation for the big day. I hope everything goes according to plan.
Oh.
The king has become a great man. I'm sure his ancestors sleep peacefully in the sand. In that graveyard, that definitely won't be important to any side quest ever. And that's why nobody ever talks about it, especially when they go to the graveyard and just... they definitely don't just talk randomly when they reach it. Those who wield weapons have their souls clouded by the act. I fear the sand will grant me no peace upon my death. Holy shit, take it easy. As per rule... Oh, hi there, you need some weapons? I was gonna say Mr. Shinovar, which is a deep cut and a very weird way to make that deep cut. Come on back, alright? Shinovar is not the name of a character, notably. The treasury is off limits non-royalty. Still not done with Way of Kings, although I definitely will be by the time I upload this. Loving it. It's great. Fantastic. My favorite Sanderson so far. I will say, kind of wild that some people recommend starting with that, including Brandon Sanderson himself. It is definitely... Well, it's not... It's the start of Cosmere Connectivity, but it's not, like, vital to the plot so far that it takes place in this wider world. But there's enough in there that I would... If someone said, hey, you should start with Way of Kings, and then I started with Way of Kings, and then went back and read some of the earlier stuff, I'd be like, why did you tell me to start with this one? I wish I had started with the other ones. I am glad I started with Mistborn Trilogy, then went back and read Elantris, and now we're going somewhat... I'm doing it with friends. We're going somewhat kind of close to publication order. And I'm very pleased with that ordering. I think starting with Mistborn Trilogy, then Elantris works, because, you know, let's talk a little bit. We can wait till we're running around. As per rule... Oh, hey, it's you! What do I need to be buying? I got the Mandrake thing. Be careful out there, alright? I got the Aphrodisiac. Shopkeeper at the Strange Things store sure acted funny when you asked for it. Wasn't there one other thing? In Facade? Oh, right. It's another fetch quest for the fetch quest. Okay, we've checked everything off. Let's go talk to the king.
Yes,
Not a prince anymore, but okay. Elantris is good, but it is noticeably a step below Mistborn and the other Cosmere stuff I've read so far. And it is, in terms of buying into the world building and fantasy, it asks a lot from you right off the bat, whereas I think Mistborn eases you into it a little bit better. So I think it is risky to tell people to start with Elantris, even though that is the first one in terms of chronology and publication, because I think there's a very real risk of getting 20 pages in and saying, this isn't for me, even if it would eventually, for the reader who says that, it would eventually be for you. But if you start with Elantris and bounce off of it, it's like, well, shit, you bounced off of the entry point to something that you would definitely enjoy if you managed to stick with it for a little bit longer. Whereas Mistborn, very easy to get into, and once you've done Mistborn Trilogy, you're like, hell yeah, if this is part of a wider universe, I'm in now, I'm hooked. Then you go back to Elantris, and even though it can be a little bit more rocky, you're able to get past that. And even then, I think I said this already, still really liked Elantris. I think it is just not as good as some of the other stuff, but it's still solid. It's still really good. There's still a lot of stuff in there that I really like, and every once in a while I'll think back to, oh, the king is gone. I don't think I actually have access to speaking to the king right now. That's wild. But anyways, we're good to go. Apparently we have to take a trip to the junk heap and do a lot of shit, because there's a lot of bits and pieces and parts that I need to collect. Elantris as one whole solid product, I think, is not as good as some of the other Cosmere stuff, but there's bits and pieces from Elantris that I keep thinking back to, and I'm like, that shit rules. That's really cool. That's a really cool thing that happened. That was a really great character. And I think I've actually had the thought of, like, enjoying specifics from Elantris more than I've thought about liking specifics from Mistborn. Mistborn, on a whole, more solid. The whole trilogy, I think, is really solid all around. But
I wonder if these people use the same.
When it comes to specifics, there's a lot of bits in Elantris that I really love.
Hope they watch those things.
It's hard to believe there are plants that can grow in this desert.
Yeah, this'll never work.
How do you mean?
I mean, if plants could grow here, it would be full.
Oh, they have cute little helmets.
They're so stupid sometimes.
You ever planted anything before?
Anyways, I'll kill those things with helmets.
Well, then you don't know. You gotta try things out for yourself.
Indeed, experimentation can often be the key to new knowledge.
You guys sure are a bunch of optimists. You've been wearing the same shitty clothes since I met you.
There is nothing more filthy than your underwear, hussy.
What, this? I don't wear the same one all the time. I have a different set for every day of the week. And every night I scrub them with soap and water. So you can bet your ass I'm cleaner than either of you.
My word.
Wild ending to the conversation. Hey, I do laundry. Mein Gott. Anyways, follow, there's always another podcast if you want to listen to a podcast of people talking about Cosmere shit. We're pretty chill. I think we got some good shit in there. It's me and one guy who also has not read anything before, and then two other hosts who have read all of it before, and are kind of holding our hands through this wonderful process. That's great. It's a lot of fun. If you're a massive Cosmere fan, give us a shot. I know there's like 2 or 3 other podcasts that are doing the exact same thing, but hey, why not add another one to the list, right? Hey, you ignorant slut, here's your fish. Well, keel-haul my granny and call me Gladys. I reckon there ain't much left for me to teach you, whippersnapper. God, I hope not. Works for me. Can't take much more of your slave driving. You call that slave driving? Bah, you younger generations with your big swords and baggy pants and fancy talk, you ain't seen war. You got no idea what slave driving means. Did you see that move he just did? That was no fishing move, that was the maneuver of a master assassin. I am beginning to fear this old man more than any shade. And my fishing skill has improved. Did he just, like, do a cool backflip and snap a bad guy's neck and save the day or something? What was that? God damn it.
Hello.
This time I need 3 royal fish, and time's a wasting, so get to it. I think that's the one we need earthworms for. But I've said that 3 times already, and I've been wrong every time, so I don't know anymore, okay? Alright. That's... where's the... who's Mandrake guy? Is that someone in Seafront? Standing under a tree, we can check in with her. Traveling on a ship in Seafront. Everything else is collection. I don't even know where to get pink moonflower seeds. I suppose I can check. Yeah, we're in the shopping district. Let's check for seeds.
Hello?
Sorry, I clicked on you and then didn't actually check. No pinks. Curious how you get them, because I do a good job scrounging up around the environment, and I've not run into anything, any pink in the wild, so I'm curious. Where's old lady under a tree? Who am I supposed to be talking to? Not you. You? And a man of reason on top of everything else. Oh, I do so appreciate your help in this matter. Okay, so... that's this lady, right? Okay, so it's not, it does not say you retrieve the cargo from the shoreline, go report back to the woman. I think this is just... it doesn't show a bullet point, but this is one of 3 bullet points. I still have to find the other 2. I saw blue text and thought that meant I had accomplished a chunk of the quest, which I guess is technically true, but there's no need for me to check in again before I complete the other 2. I misinterpreted what the blue text meant there.
Hey,
I got your mandrake leaf. Fantastic! Here's the money for the leaf and a little extra for all the travel. 10,000 gold. Again, I didn't have to pay for this, which was weird, but alright. This is the key to my seasickness medicine. I just know it. Next morning. How's the medicine going? Oh, well, it's interesting. I thought it would help my seasickness, but instead I made a... well, let's just call it an energizer, eh? And my wife is just thrilled. Growl! I still don't know what that is, but okay. I didn't need to know any of that. Look, I need to try again. Mind making another shopping trip for me? Alright. Great, this time I need some toad oil from Two Brothers Weaponry at the junk heap.
By the heavens. How could he accidentally make a sexual stimulant instead of a
Sexual? I love Liam doing this voice.
maybe it just happened.
They are completely different drugs with completely different effects.
Hey, everyone makes mistakes.
Mistakes into miracles, am I right, Weiss? Liam O'Brien is perfect for Weiss. Just the exasperated haughtiness of it all, he does perfectly. I love it. Okay, that's a lot of everything aside from collecting stuff. So I think that is a... technically we could go fishing too again, but let's do a little bit of... we should be able to look at a little bit of the main quest at work. Oof.
Sup?
So let's carry on. Lost Shrine Rear Path.
lost shrine is at the other end of this cave.
And the Shadow Lord's castle lies just beyond.
Oh, so I know she mentioned the layer is connected to it. We just know where his castle is. How are we no closer to finding it?
Let us make haste.
And maybe NieR said that based on the information Popola gave and nothing else, but the implication makes it seem like we've known the castle is there, and we just recently found out that we can get to it through the Lost Shrine. That seems like what was news. And it's like, okay, well, if we know where his castle is, surely we don't need a lot of leads to go find Yonah. She's probably there, right? Do-do-do. How did they make rope bridges back in the day? Like really long ones. What actually is the process for bridge laying rope bridges? Do they have to like shoot arrows across with rope attached? That would be how I would do it if you asked if I was for some weird reason like kidnapped and put on top of a cliff, and the guy just said, you can't leave until you make a rope bridge, and you have access to only materials that you could find in the 1300s, I would probably go with, okay, give me a bow and arrow, I'll attach some rope to it, and shoot it across. I don't know where I would go from there, but like that's the start of it, right? That has to be. Got the Spear of the Devil Queen. That is an interesting name for a weapon. It might be unrelated, but let's look at the lore there. The favorite spear of a mad queen whose lust for power led her to kill all of her son's wives. Never mind. I believe the final boss in Drakengard, the one whose death led to the apocalypse of the NieR universe, was called the Queen Beast. That is the term for it. So I was curious if Devil Queen might be connected in some way, but no, it doesn't look like it. Is there a single weapon in this game that's just like, yeah, it was forged by a master craftsman who just wanted it to be a pretty good normal sword, and that's the only backstory it has? Every single thing needs to be as... What was all that shit about Vietnam? Why is everything a fucking travesty with you? That's me to the lore writer of all the weapons. God, shit, I didn't even get to read any of that. That was more apocalypse stuff. I saw the word mutation, that was literally it. I truly don't get why, what's up? Okay, there's some shades, sorry. Ooh, that guy's getting hyped up. I truly don't get why the loading screens are as long as they are, but then the text that pops up during loading screens sometimes only pops up at the very last second. That's one aspect of the game that's actually really annoying, because sometimes there's cool lore. It seems like at random there is cool lore. I'll put, in case anyone was curious, I'll pause it and then just put that whole thing in the description of this video. But I'm sad that I won't get to... Oh, hey. I won't get to read until after... I could just check the recording immediately after, but I probably won't find out what that said until it's in the editing bay weeks from now. So I hope it wasn't important. So are we able to pick up those guys as weapons? They're wielding dead-ass weapons now. Is this where I came from? I don't think so. Let me just somersault around the entire first floor to make sure I'm not missing anything, as per usual. Didn't know if that was movable. It was not. Oh, is that elevator shaft where we came from this time? Is that the implication? Nice. Because, yeah, I think this was the front door we used the first time. Doesn't look like it's going to open right now. Okay, that simplifies that. I was curious if I'd at least be able to go outside, but the bridge is broken, so I wouldn't get very far. That's probably a better way to do it from a development standpoint. Just simplify things. Nope, it's closed. Geez, Emil has a nice dark blast thing that can really chain lock the enemies, which is nice. Also, now that I can float, a lot less likely for Weiss to be like, the lad is being left behind now. I mean, the teleporting helps too, but now I won't even get stuck on corners. Or, less likely to get stuck on corners, I guess. I can't guarantee that. Nice. Kicked him to death. Just like that Signalis. What are we shooting over here, Emil? Where are we going? What are we doing? What is any of this? Oh, there's a guy. Where are you going, my dude? Okay. Is this new? I don't remember the blocks here being so bright. Is that good enough? Nah. Even though I think it is a push door, that won't do. Oh, that still won't do. Interesting. There we go. Yeah, it's a push door. Kind of wild.
This is all too easy.
I'm almost...
Harder than it needs to be, considering it's a push door, but okay. Chonky boy. How are we doing over here? Oh. Nice. Alright, now one of these doors I think I did not actually fully explore last time, so I definitely want to make sure I didn't miss anything. If you're offering... I don't know if I went through this last time. Because over here is progress, right? Yeah, those are the stairs upwards. Right? Those, yeah, those are stairs upwards. Did we use a different way to get up this floor last time? Because there's that ladder. I don't know. Let's just come over here and see what happens. Okay, this one's an actual puzzle. Will this be enough? I don't know if it will. Oh, okay. Awesome. Damn. Oh wait, this... Well, this side is pretty easy. I'm looking, and it's more complicated on the right side, but this specific side is easy. And then that gives us plenty of room to do this, so should be fine. Easy money. Hey guys. Excuse me. All too easy. Like, am I not allowed over that tree root? Why do we go up this way rather than the stairs? Or should I have taken the stairs first and come over here later? I don't know. Okay, no, the stairs do appear to be damaged beyond the root. That's what it is. Okay. Anything going on here? Nope. All right. Hey guys, excuse us. Oh, more? That's fine. God, you guys are killing him so fast, I don't even get the satisfaction of murdering a bunch of these things. Ooh, this one, I already know that, I can tell the solution, but this one is a trick. Gotta pull this one a little bit, but then... Gotta use that space to push this one further inwards, and then you pull it out. That's really the key to a lot of things, is you push it inwards a little bit first, and that helps you pull it out a little bit smoother. Okay. A box. A box that's been hidden away. Okay. Just another medicinal herb. Don't even need it. Oh, hey guys. Could you guys just teleport to the other side of these doors, or do you need to teleport to me? Is that the gimmick? It's sort of a, I'm a moving fast travel point that you can get to, but you can't just try to teleport away from me. know why, because it's been a while since Weiss even said it, but Weiss said, like, this is altogether too easy or something like that. And I think I said, slightly later in the level, all too easy, and I was like, it wasn't until now that I realized where I got that from. That is, it's specific here. I'll do a delivery that's more similar to what I stole that from. All too easy. And that either means nothing to you, or you're having war flashbacks, because that is the character line of a player character having a victory in a battle from Dokapon Kingdom, or Dokapon Journey, I forget which one is which. Which, for those who are not familiar, is like Mario Party on ketamine. It is Mario Party, but if you want to actually permanently damage your friendship with anyone involved. It is Mario Party if there were no God. It is Mario Party, but the nihilists were right. It is Mario Party, but there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. It is Mario Party, but war crimes are legal. Hoodoo! Okay, I think I did not explore just to here last time, and I was terrified I had missed something, but it looks like, no, I'm good. If you're offering. Honestly, I haven't used them in a while. I'm probably doing pretty good on health salves, right? Or I can check that from here. 6 of them, okay. Not 10, but something.